everyone, and today we are gonna discuss about prokaryotes and eukaryotes difference. So here we know that prokaryotes are having some eukaryotes are having some basic difference in such a manner that prokaryotes are unicellular, eukaryotes are unicellular as well as multicellular. Prokaryotes are do not have true nucleus. They do not have true nucleus, which means their nucleus is not bounded by nuclear membrane, which means there is absence of nuclear membrane. There is absence of nuclear membrane, nucleolus, and nucleoplasm in the prokaryotic cell, whereas in an eukaryotic cell there is the presence of nucleolus, nuclear membrane, and the nucleoplasm, which means that the nucleoid is bounded by a nuclear membrane in the eukaryotic cell, while the nucleoid is found diffused with the cytoplasm in the prokaryotic cell. One more difference here is that prokaryotic cells are having no compartment, which means all of their material is diffused within the cytoplasm, while eukaryotic cells have specific compartments for each and every functional organelle. For example, Golgi body has its own compartment, mitochondria, nucleus, lysosome, all are having their own compartment separated by unit membrane and cell membrane. So in that case, they are having their own compartments. Apart from which, as there is no presence of nucleolus in prokaryotes, the ribosome synthesis takes place by the cytoplasmic gene. The cytoplasmic gene basically causes to code the ribosomal RNA, due to which it synthesizes ribosome. Eukaryotic nucleolus. Eukaryotic nucleus contains nucleolus, due to which ribosome occurs. Ribosome synthesis occurs here. Apart from which, when it comes to a few other examples, we are having prokaryotes are basically simple organisms. These are having relatively smaller size, 1 to 10 micrometer. Eukaryotes are having 10 to 100 micrometer as their size. And apart from this, they are having their DNA genetic material as a single long circular interwoven DNA, which is found as a genetic material or as the chromatin material. While when it comes to the eukaryotic cell contains the chromatin network as their chromatin material or the genetic material, which appears as chromosome during the time of cell division. In prokaryotes are not having cell membrane bound organelles. Eukaryotes are having membrane bound organelles. Prokaryotes are basically uh, prokaryotes are having their reproduction. They are having their reproduction done by binary fission rather than mitosis and meiosis. In eukaryotic cell, mitosis and meiosis occurs. Apart from which, when it comes to the presence of the DNA. So prokaryotic DNA is guanine cytosine rich. Eukaryotic DNA is adenine thymine rich, as well as ribosome, which are present inside prokaryotic cell, are smaller ribosomes, 70s ribosomes, which are having their unit subunits as 50s, 30s. Other than said, eukaryotic ribosome is 80s ribosome, 60s, 40s are their subunits. Apart from which, the prokaryotic ribosome are found freely dispersed within cytoplasm. Eukaryotic ribosome are found within the cytoplasm, mitochondria, chloroplast, as well as these are attached with endoplasmic reticulum as well as freely dispersed within the cytoplasm. Apart from which, prokaryotic cells are not having uh, prokaryotic cells are not having the tubulin protein. There is no synthesis of tubulin protein, due to which the flagella which are present inside the bacteria are made up of flagellin protein, and the ciliary flagella present inside eukaryotes are made up of tubulin protein. Apart from which, when it comes to the second part, it's here. Uh, there are several invaginations of plasma membrane present inside the prokaryotic cell, which are known as the mesosome, and these mesosome are several invaginations of plasma membrane, which are used in respiration in prokaryotic cells. In eukaryotic cells, these vaginations known as mesosome are absent, while in prokaryotes these are present. Apart from which, in prokaryotic cells, there is a certain prokaryotic cells, certain photosynthetic bacteria. There are no plastids as they do not have membrane-bound organelles. Instead of plastids, they are having several pigments which are present on the mesosome invaginations of plasma membrane, which is known as chromatophore. And with the help of this chromatophore, photosynthesis occurs in photosynthetic bacteria. Apart from which, when it comes to photosynthetic bacteria, this is how the mesosome helps in the respiration and photosynthesis. And despite that, despite that, there are several processes occurring in the prokaryotic cell, including DNA replication, chromosome segregation, separation, and in eukaryotic cell division, there are processes which involves nuclear division and cytokinesis. Apart from which, when it comes to other aspects, the prokaryotes are having only one RNA polymerase, which is without any classes, which synthesizes the mRNA, tRNA, rRNA. On the other side, eukaryotic cells are having three classes of RNA polymerase 1, 2, then 3. RNA polymerase 1 synthesizes the ribosomal RNA, RNA polymerase 2 synthesizes mRNA, RNA polymerase 3 synthesizes transfer RNA. Apart from this, when it comes to apart from this, when it comes to the nucleus, the nucleus is not a true nucleus, which means there is only form nucleoid which is dispersed within the cytoplasm. Apart from which, their DNA does not contain their chromatin network. Their material does not contain histone, while eukaryotic chromatin material contains histone. This was about the video. Hopefully, we'll meet again in another one.